The Shador Show is
God.
in full swing. Mr. Sanders himself, Travis Hunter and company. Colorado. It's been a minute since we've talked Colorado. We kind of laid off them a little after their first loss. And what was that?
It's like horns down, but like Shador down. Like
That looks even more tough, though.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
That's kind of tough.
Yeah.
I mean, after they lost to Nebraska, a lot of people wrote them off. Some of us had the season over win total, and that already hit. It was 5.5. They are 6-2 in fourth place in the Big
welcome
12.
for free picks.
Colorado's on fire. They're officially bowl eligible, and they've got some life for the postseason. I saw they were like 8% to make the college football playoffs, which is way fucking better than I think any of us thought they'd probably be at this point in the season.
I said 0.
So shout out to Colorado. I just kind of want to open it up. How are we feeling about this team? Is it even possible for them to be a playoff team, given what's going on in the Big 12? And what have you seen from Shador and Travis as far as, Heisman and draft stock goes?
I mean, 100%, it's impossible for them to make the college football
Impossible.
playoffs. Impossible. There's nothing that can happen. I don't
I'm
care
glad
what
you said that.
happens in the rest of the season. I don't care if they win every game outright. They still
10-2 Colorado.
They shouldn't be in the playoffs. If they play anyone that's a top 10 team right now, they'd get absolutely fleeced, murdered, killed, in my opinion.
So I think would probably every Big Ten team.
I mean,
Or Big
except
12
like
team.
maybe like Texas, they might hang in there with.
I mean, Shador versus Quinn would be electric. That would be Mike's death
That's not
game.
fair. That's an out. Shador just out-duel him.
Yeah, well, we know the quarterback play would obviously
Well, the
be in
quarterback
favor.
leans in Colorado, but obviously like
look at the rest of the team,
defense.
Well, not the
leans
D-line.
for-
Not anymore. The D-line looks a little sus over there. Texas has, I think running backs over them probably.
For sure.
Running backs and,
our
special
secondary
teams.
is unbelievable.
All right, we've been talking about Texas for too freaking
Yeah,
long.
why are we talking?
No, Colorado. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
This
I
Colorado
didn't even
team
do
has
that.
to. Shador's gonna go flying up in the rankings for a draft. Like, I mean, are you just
He's in his own world.
having his own
He's
conversation.
he's
over
like bumping me.
I know.
doing
He's like
horns
facing
up.
this way. He's like, no, yeah.
He just never
no.
pays attention.
He doesn't like
No.
paying
Never
attention.
pays attention, especially when we're talking about Shador. He hates Shador.
Mike, open the floor to you. How do you feel about Colorado
Yeah.
and this amazing team?
They're 6-2. They're doing fantastic.
Do they have a
be hon-
shot?
No, they don't have a single shot in hell. But I stand corrected. I shat a lot on Colorado.
Wowzers.
I took as many opportunities as
To
I
take
could
shits on them?
to go out of my way and shit on them.
You love shit on
just
guys.
absolutely
Mike has
rain
a
as much hatred as I possibly can amongst.
certain infatuation
about
with
that
Like
fecal
supporter
matter.
potty, man.
He loves
Yeah.
fecal matter.
Yeah.
But to be completely honest, they're doing a lot better than I predicted. I thought they
You
would
said
have.
3 wins for the season.
I say at most 4.
Yeah.
They definitely have more than that, and so I have to give credit where credit's due. I think Travis Hunter has any shot in hell to win Heisman? No.
What? How? How? How?
No, explain.
No.
Where is he
let
right
him
now?
cook.
Oh, yeah.
No, no,
Fin-
no.
Finish your thought. Finish
I think
that
he's
thought.
4.
No, he's not. He's
Well,
2.
no. Oh no.
He's 2. He's right behind Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel's plus 230. Travis Hunter's plus 270.
No, why do you say
I mean,
fecal?
I thought I was gonna. My ticket was cooked, but I mean, shit.
What?
Why
Because
would
that
you?
was my preseason.
Yeah, he has Travis Hunter to win Heisman. Why do you think he has no shot of winning?
The more that I see Ashton Genty, even though last week he got stifled, I think he's gonna bounce back. I think he's gonna make his case, and I think the value is really good for him at what I think he's 5th right now, right? In odds.
I can tell you, he's 4th. Genty's plus 440. Hunter's plus 270.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Genty's odds are fucking cooked.
I still
As soon
think-
as he
I
as soon
disagree.
as he fell from the first, they don't play anyone the rest of the season. I mean, they have no difficult games the rest of the year.
even more of a reason why he would just put up absolute numbers.
I'm
Yeah.
saying if Colorado
That's
loses
kind
one
of-
more game, Hunter has no chance in my opinion if they have 3 losses.
Well, I think
I agree.
I agree
with that
I think
too.
the 3 people ahead of him are Dylan Gabriel, Travis Hunter, and Cam Ward. That's ahead of Genty. That is. I think if any of those teams lose, they fall out. But I think there's a really, really, really good shot before the conference championships. You're going to get in Oregon, Colorado, or Miami, at least probably 2 of those teams to win out. And I just don't see Genty popping back up. I mean, the sentiment was really, really negative around his chances of winning Heisman after what he did against
Crazy.
UNLV.
Yeah, I mean, he
100
definitely got
50 yards
stifled, like I
touchdown.
said. But I think
Never seen anyone
up until
shamed.
this
I know,
point,
crazy.
it's worth giving credit to Colorado because they have done a really good job of, making a name for themselves. They're ranked for a reason, and I think they kind of deserve it. But I will say all of that with an asterisk of when they play Iowa State, which I think is their actual test of the season in 2 weeks.
Nope, they don't play a ranked team the rest of the year.
Oh, who was I looking at?
I have no idea.
I don't know who you look at.
They
with
play
these teams,
Texas
bro.
Tech, Utah, Kansas,
pretty
Oklahoma
impressive.
State. They should win.
No, yeah, they should win all 4 because Utah sucks ass.
Yeah.
Well, hats off to Colorado.
So
They're
your
probably gonna win out.
thesis was more like Travis Hunter has no shot of winning Heisman. He's fourth when he was second, and then that Iowa State game they got coming up in 2 weeks that doesn't exist is gonna be a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean the Utah
Gotcha.
game? Utah.
Thanks for the research on that, Mario. How are you feeling after being so bullish on Colorado
Shedeur.
preseason? You've been right pretty much every
Colorado.
week.
Sorry, what were you saying?
You've been right on Colorado pretty much every week. How are you feeling about this team?
I mean, I
Stroke
love
off
this
soft
team. It's kind of what I envisioned. I saw this team getting better, obviously, from last season.
Yep.
Last season had some big holes on the offensive, defensive lines and
Just roster overall.
Yeah, roster overall. And so, I think pretty much ever since. And I hated when he did this, but whenever Shedeur called out his O-line with that loss to Nebraska, ever since then, they've, like, picked it up.
Yeah.
And they just look like a new team, dude. They're hanging in games. They're not like games that last year would have slipped away and been blowouts. They're hanging in there.
Yep.
They're coming back and winning. They're blowing teams out. They know And Shedeur just looks
Fantastic.
like confident. Like he just looks like he's not overthinking anything, and he's just out there dealing. And
Yeah, Shedeur right now, 6th in passing yards in all of college football.
yeah.
2,591 passing yards, 21 passing touchdowns, 6 picks with 3 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah. So
Fantastic season.
him and Travis, that connection obviously we know is
Insane.
great. And I think going forward, I mean, you have to like their chances with winning out because you pretty much know with the rest of their schedule that they're going to have the best quarterback on the field. So
Always. Yeah.
and probably best player with Travis Hunter. So.
Yeah, what do you think, Ray?
I mean, like I said, I just think they're cooked.
Just as far as,
I think
Travis,
10-2.
like the chances they went out and
I don't think they
Travis
went
Hunter.
out for sure.
10-2.
I just don't think they're a good enough team to like. They've had their spots where they've got lucky, and I mean, I guess it's not lucky. Shedeur played really well. They had a game-winning chug up for grabs.
Yeah.
And they played crappy teams, but I just think one of these games, especially in the Big 12, with like the old
Just
Pac-12,
gonna get away.
they're just gonna fall, and it's gonna happen. It's not gonna be bad or anything. It's just gonna happen.
If they go 10-2, though, I think there's a bigger chance than you guys realize.
well, I mean,
for them
monetary if the college
I
football
agree.
wants to make
for
money,
making the college.
I
You
agree
put Colorado
completely.
in
That is
there.
very
I also am not super confident in either BYU or Iowa State. So Colorado has 1 loss in conference, and that's a 3-point loss to Kansas State. So
that's
I think
gonna hurt them a lot.
it is really going to hurt because Kansas State's right ahead of them. But I'm saying
Wait, can Colorado even get in?
yes. They would have to lose. One of the teams would, like either Kansas State has to lose a game or one of the other 2 undefeated teams has to lose.
But Kansas State plays Iowa State, so if they beat them, Colorado's not getting in.
No, I'm saying say Iowa State wins that game but loses another game.
Oh, somehow they lose one of their shitty.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
No, there is a world they get in. I think if they do get in to the conference championship, they will probably make the playoffs. If they, I mean, they'd have to win that.
They'd have to
or
win, yeah.
They'd have to win. But yeah, I just wanted to say, Shedeur is much better than I thought. I thought he was I said he was around that 5 quarterback number. I didn't think he was a top 3 quarterback in college football. I think I'm wrong. On that. I think he is better than Carson Beck. I think he's much better than Quinn. I had Quinn up there. Dylan Gabriel is he's older than Shedeur, and I think Shedeur is more talented. Dylan Gabriel's more polished. He's also on a much better team, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can make a judgment on that, but I definitely think he's up there. When the draft comes around, I think this season's just kind of solidified Shedeur as a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
And I think it's either him or Cam Ward for quarterback 1 off the board.
I think just quickly, I think it's similar to like watching D2 quarterback just absolutely eat up the Division 2 and just absolutely murder them. But then you look at, a real D1 player
How is
against
he a D2
D1
quarterback?
competition. I mean, it's just look, he's playing in the Pac-12
No, he's not.
or
No, he's not.
Big 12, sorry.
Yes.
Big 12, Pac-12, whatever. It's pretty much interchangeable because they're both shit conferences. If you were to play in the ACC, Big 10, or SEC, you would get fucking dog walked so fast.
No, I mean,
You'd be
Texas
putting his
would be
place
better
so
with
fucking
Shedeur
quick.
Sanders than Quinn Ewers.
to be
that's-
to be completely honest, their wins aren't too dissimilar from Texas's wins this year. So I don't really know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't beat a
Say what you need
you
to-
haven't beat a currently ranked team.
The only thing I'll give you, Mike,
say
that
whatever you
I'll
wanna
be on
say.
board for. I give Shedeur his flowers, but I don't think he's going to be an NFL quarterback at all, and I think this is going to be his highlight of his career. Right now,
Yeah.
these next.
Oh, I think
Alright.
he'll be an NFL
season.
quarterback.
No,
He'll definitely play
in
in
the
the
NFL league. That was it, but he won't start. He'll probably start he'll have the make money, start him, see if it works, and then be a backup for the rest of
Caleb
his career.
Williams-esque.
I mean, Caleb
If
Williams
he's anything
is
like Caleb Williams, he's
one
going to be looking
overall,
really
playing
good.
really well this year.
Well, except for
We'll
last
talk
game.
about
but,
Caleb Williams.
He honestly, Caleb had a couple
Yeah,
good
make a
drives last
mistake.
game.
Yeah, yeah.
Shane Daniels There's something magical about that guy.
Jaden Daniels, I mean.
There's something there. But yeah, no,
We'll
Colorado.
see where Colorado
It's gonna be
goes. It'll
very fun. It's gonna be fun to follow them the rest of the year because ESPN loves them. They're not getting all the hype they got in last year, which is why I think a lot more people are coming around on them.
Yeah.
When they're not in the front page every time,
That is
it's
nice.
a lot easier to like them.
Yeah.
And it's not as in your face. Like last year, I think the thing that kind of pissed everyone off was like, they'd beat
They were 2-0.
a 2-win Colorado State, and then you'd be flexing the all diamond out AP. It's like, all right, come on, do that maybe if you beat Georgia, but
Yeah.
not against Colorado State. But the Shador show carries on, baby.
Shador!
Carries on. Still can win double-digit wins this year.
Shador.
I'm on board.